When I think about whether I am living true to myself, I realize it is a question that goes beyond daily routines or achievements. It asks whether my actions, choices, and thoughts actually reflect who I am and what I value. In many ways, I feel that I am moving toward a life that is honest, meaningful, and aligned with my own identity. To begin with, I have become more aware of what truly matters to me. Instead of blindly following what others expect, I try to understand my own strengths, passions, and priorities. This self-awareness has helped me make choices that feel right for me, even if they are different from the usual path. Secondly, I have started being more honest with myself about my limitations, my fears, and my desires. Living true to myself doesn't mean being perfect. It means accepting myself and still choosing to grow. I try to speak up when something matters, to stand by my values, and to avoid pretending to be someone I am not just to please others. Of course, I am still learning. There are some moments when I struggle with my self-doubt or get influenced by outside pressures. Sometimes I compromise my real feelings to avoid conflict or to fit it. But each time that happens, I reflect on it and try to return to the person I want to become. That reflection itself is a part of staying true to myself. Overall, I believe I am gradually learning to live a life that is authentic. I am not fully there yet, but I am definitely on the journey, making choices that align with my values, listening to my inner voice, and building confidence in who I am. And as long as I continue to grow with honesty and courage, I know I am moving closer to living completely true to myself. When I reflect on this question, I realize that achieving goals is not only about reaching the final destination, but also about measuring the progress I make along the way. I believe I am moving steadily toward the goals I have set for myself, even if the journey has had its share of challenges and learning moments. Firstly, I have become more disciplined and focused than before. I make conscious efforts to plan my tasks, set priorities, and stay consistent. This has helped me complete several short-term goals, which in turn support my long-term ambitions. Secondly, I can see personal growth in terms of confidence, skills, and mindset. I have started taking responsibilities for my actions, learning from mistakes, and improving where needed. This continuous improvement gives me assurance that I am on the right path. Of course, I still have areas where I need to push myself more, whether it is managing time better, avoiding procrastination, or staying motivated during the tough phases. But instead of seeing these as failures, I treat them as opportunities to grow. Overall, I would like to say this: I am achieving my goals gradually. I may not be perfect, but I am progressing, learning, and becoming better every day. And ultimately, it is this consistent effort that makes me confident that I will reach the goals I have set for myself. When I look back and reflect on this question, what surprises me the most in how unpredictable life truly is. No matter how carefully we plan, life often takes its own courses. Many moments in my life did not go the way I expected, yet those unexpected turns taught me lessons that shaped me who I am today. One of the biggest surprises has been how much I have changed as a person. When I was younger, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted and how things would unfold. But as I grew older, my priorities shifted, my goals evolved, and I discovered new strengths within myself that I didn't even know I had. Life has a way of revealing us to ourselves, often the most unexpected times. Another thing that surprises me is how challenges, things I once feared or tried to avoid it, became some of my biggest opportunities to grow. Difficult moments taught me resilience, patience, and the importance of believing in myself. I never expected that setbacks could become stepping stones, but now I understand that they play a vital role in shaping our character. I am also surprised by how people enter our lives unexpectedly and change us in meaningful ways. Some people stay, some leave, and some teach us lessons without even realizing it. Life constantly reminds me that every person and every experience has a purpose. Most of all, what surprises me is how capable we are of adapting. No matter what happens, we find a way to continue, to adjust, and to move forward. This inner strength often goes unnoticed until life pushes us to discover it. So, what surprises me the most about life is its ability to constantly teach, transform, and guide us, even when we least expect it. And the more I experience, the more I realize that life's surprises are not obstacles, but invitations to grow into a better version of myself. Now, talking about my favorite way to spend the day is a balance of relaxation, productivity, and doing things that truly make me feel happy and refreshed. I enjoy starting with my day with a calm mind, usually by taking a few quiet minutes to plan what I want to do. This helps me to set a positive tone for the rest of the day. One thing I really enjoy is spending time on activities that inspire me, whether it's listening to music, reading something interesting, or doing a hobby that helps me express myself. These small moments give me energy and keep me motivated. I also like dedicating part of my day to learning something new or improving a skill. Even a little bit of progress feels satisfying, and it makes the day feel meaningful. Whether it is studying practical, something I enjoy, or working on a project, being production in my own way is something I value. At the same time, I love spending time with the people who matter to me. Talking, laughing, or just being around them makes the day feel complete. These connections bring comfort and joy, and they remind me of what truly matters. Finally, I like ending my day by relaxing, maybe watching something light, reflecting on how the day went, or simply enjoying some peace and quiet. It's my way of slowing down and appreciating the little things. Overall, my favorite way to spend the day is a mixture of doing what I love, staying true to my goals, spending time with others, and taking care of myself. When all these come together, the day feels fulfillingness and meaningful. There is one thing I really wish others knew about me, and that is that I am more than what I show on the outside. Many people judge me by my actions, silence, or first impressions, but they don't always see the depth of my thoughts, emotions, and intentions. I wish others knew that I try my best even when the results don't always show it. There are struggles I face quietly, efforts I make without recognition, and worries I don't always express. Just because I don't speak about them doesn't mean they don't exist. I also wish others knew that I value sincerity and understanding. When I care deeply. I may not always express my feeling perfectly, but my intentions are genuine. Being misunderstood at times can be painful, but it has also taught me patience and empathy towards others. Most importantly, I wish others knew that I am constantly learning and growing. I am not perfect, and I am not pretend to be. I am a work in progress, trying to become a better version of myself every day. In conclusion, what I really wish others knew about me is that behind who I appear to be, there is effort, honesty, and a genuine desire to grow and do better. Does it really matter what others think about me? The question. Does it really matter that what others think about me? The question. Does it really matter what others think about me? Is something almost everyone struggles with at some point in life. As humans, we naturally care about acceptance and belonging. Other people's opinions can influence our confidence, decisions, and behavior. However, with experience, I have learned that while opinions may matter to some extent, they should not define who I am. It is true that constructive feedback can be valuable. When given with good intentions, other opinions can help me improve, correct mistakes, and grow as a person. Listening to such feedback shows maturity and self-awareness. In this sense, what others think can matter when it helps me become better. But the problem arises when I allow others' judgments to control my happiness or self-worth. People have different perspectives, expectations, and biases, and all that opinions are fair of accurate. Trying to please everyone is impossible and often leads to stress, self-doubt, and loss of authenticity. What matters more is what I think about myself. When my actions align with my values, I feel confident and at peace regardless of external approval. Self-respect and self-acceptance are more powerful than validations from others. In conclusion, others' opinions do not completely matter unless I give them that power. While it's wise to consider helpful feedback, my worth is not determined by what others think. Living honestly, staying true to myself, and respecting who I am, it matters far more than external judgment. Am I taking care of myself physically? It reminds me that physically well-being is the foundation of a healthy and balanced life. The way I treat my body directly affects my energy, mood, and ability to handle responsibilities. I try to take care of myself by maintaining basic habits like eating regularly, staying hydrated, and getting enough rest. Sleep in particular plays a major role in physical health. When I sleep well, I feel more active and focused during the day. I have also realized that neglecting rest quickly affects both my productivity and mental health. Physical activity is another important aspect. Even if I cannot exercise intensely every day, simple activities like walking, stretching, running, or staying active help keep my body energized. Movement not only improves physical strength but also reduces stress and refreshes the mind. However, I also recognize that there are areas where I can improve. Sometimes I ignore my today's signal due to busy schedules or laziness. Listening to my body, avoiding unhealthy habits, and being more consistent with self-care are changes I need to make. In conclusion, while I am making an effort to take care of myself physically, it is an ongoing process. By maintaining healthy routines, staying active, and respecting my body's needs, I can improve my overall well-being and live a healthier, better, more balanced life. What have I given up on is a question that requires honesty with oneself. When I think about it, I realize that giving up doesn't always mean quitting completely. Sometimes it means quietly letting go of expectations, dreams, or versions of ourselves. I believe I have given up on the idea that everything in life must go exactly as I planned. Earlier, I held tightly to specific outcomes, success by a certain age, approval from everyone around me, and the belief that effort always guarantees immediate results. Over time, repeated disappointments, setbacks, and challenges in circumstances taught me that life doesn't work in straight lines. I had to give up the illusion of control. I have also given up the constantly pleasing others. For a long time, I tried to shape my choices around what people expected of me, whether it's academic pressure, career paths, or social behavior. And this often led to a stress, self-doubt, and neglect to my own needs. Giving up on people pleasing was difficult because it felt like losing acceptance, but in reality it helped me gain self-respect. Another thing I have given up on is the fear of failure stopping me. Earlier, failure felt like at the end point something shameful. Now, I no longer give up on myself just because I fail once or twice. Instead, I have given up seeing failure as a definition of my worth. I now see it as a feedback, a teacher that helps me improve. Lately, I have given up on the idea that growth is fast and easy. I have accepted that progress is slow, uncomfortable, and sometimes invisible. This realization has helped me become more patient with myself. Giving up unrealistic expectations has made space for gratitude, learning, and resilience. In conclusion, what I have given up on are not dreams but illusions. Illusions about perfection, control, and approval. Letting go of these has allowed to me grow more grounded, self-aware, and hopeful about the future. Life in general is how unpredictable it is. No matter how carefully you plan, life really unfolds exactly what we expect. I once believed that effort alone guarantees clear results, but experiences has taught me that timing, circumstances, and unexpected opportunities play a huge role in shaping our journey. Another surprising aspect of the life is how much we change over time. The person I thought I would become is not exactly who I am today, and that isn't a disappointment. My interests, priorities, and dreams have evolved as I gain new experiences. Life has shown me that changes is not a sign of failure, but a sign of growth. We outgrow old versions of ourselves, and that is both natural and necessary. I am also surprised by my own resilience. There were situations I once believed I would not be able to handle, yet I found the strength to move forward. Life often pushes us beyond our comfort zones, and doing so, it reveals inner strength we didn't know we had. Finally, what surprises me most is how meaningful small moments can be. We often choose big achievements, but true happiness is frequently found in simple things, kind conversations, moments of peace, or personal progress. Life has taught me that success is not only about reaching goals, but about appreciating the journey along the way. In conclusion, life's unpredictability, constant changes, hidden strength, and simple joys have been the greatest surprises to me. These lessons continue to shape how I view my life and the world around me. Have I made somebody smile today? Seems like a simple question, but when we think deeply about it, it carries a lot of meaning. A smile is not just an expression, it's a reflection of connection, kindness, and presence. When I ask myself these questions, I realize that making someone smile doesn't always require a big gesture. Sometimes it is in the smallest action, a kind word, listening patiently, offering help, or simply acknowledging someone's presence. In our busy daily lives, we often overlook how powerful those small moments can be. There are times when we are so focused on our own responsibilities, stress, and worries that we forget the impact we have on others. Yet, a single act of kindness can change someone's mood, lighten their stress, or even give them hope. I may not always know if I made someone smile, but that doesn't mean my actions didn't matter. This question also makes me reflect on my attitude throughout the day. Was I patient with the people? Was I respectful? Did I speak kindly even when I was tired or frustrated? Making someone smile often begins with managing our own emotions and choosing empathy over irritations. Additionally, making someone smile benefits both sides. When we bring happiness to others, it also brings warmth and positivity into our own lives. It reminds us that we are connected and that our action, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect. In conclusion, asking, have I made someone smile today, encourages me to be more mindful, compassionate, and human. Even if the smile was unnoticed or unspoken, the intention to spread kindness is what truly matters. By choosing kindness every day, we don't just make others smile, we also grow as a better individual ourselves. Every day, we don't just make others smile, we also grow as a better individual ourselves. Yay! Yay!